Hi guys, welcome back to GameHog's Top 10. So E3 is just around the corner and we're gonna be there. So we decided to count down the top 10 games that we can't wait to see at E3.
At number 10, it's the Final Fantasy VII Remake. The Final Fantasy VII Remake was announced exactly a year ago at last year's E3, and this year we're hoping to see more of the game. We've had a trailer showing off its stunning graphics and new hack-and-slash system, but we would love to see more familiar sequences for us nerds to sink our nostalgic teeth into. Could we see some of Sephiroth in all of his remade glory? Maybe even some HD Tifa boobs? Either way, we're bloody excited for more. Number 9. No Man's Sky. By now, everybody has heard of No Man's Sky, a vast procedurally generated universe in which you can travel to any of 18 quintillion planets, and your chances of running into any other player are virtually zero. There probably isn't much more to learn about this game that hasn't already been announced, but considering there was a recent delay put on the game, we may hear some new features being added at E3. Number 8. Attack on Titan. Many anime franchises have had their debuts on consoles, but Attack on Titan has only existed as badly made fan projects on the internet. This August, it's time for all of that to change. Following the storyline of Season 1 of Attack on Titan, you join some of the iconic battles against the lolloping naked weirdos, as well as taking on new scenarios involving key characters. We can't wait to see more of this game, and hopefully further continuations of the story in the future. Number 7. Titanfall 2. Titanfall was met with mixed reviews, especially considering it was a very expensive multiplayer game with no storyline. Not much information about Titanfall 2 has been released, other than the teaser trailer, but we're hoping to see that they introduce some sort of single-player campaign, or at least some narrative structure to the online battles. Number 6. YOOKA-LAYLEE. YOOKA-LAYLEE is the long-awaited spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie, made by a team called Playtonic Games who are comprised of the core creative team from Rare. The game was a sweeping success during its Kickstarter campaign and has already gathered a massive following despite fairly little about the game being announced. The recent gameplay trailer looks fantastic and feels like it'll be a real harkback to the 90s N64 platformers. Number 5. Pokémon Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon were announced on the 20th anniversary of Pokémon and caught all of our excitement, despite announcing nothing about the game. However, in May we had announcements of the new starter Pokémon and were introduced to the Alola region. We also had a trailer announcing the poster legendaries for each game, Solgaleo and Lunala. We really want to see what new Pokémon are in store for this 7th generation of the franchise, and hopefully E3 will be the place to catch them all. Number 4. Monster Hunter Generations. The Monster Hunter franchise doesn't quite get its share of the mainstream spotlight, but boy does it deserve to. Monster Hunter Generations is the latest addition to the series and builds on the successful formula that the last few games have brought. It features a new range of weapons and armor and also boasts 4 new main monsters, all of which look cool as shit. This sword-swinging, dragon-killing, dung-hurling adventure for 3DS and Wii U will be arriving later this year in July. Number 3. Legend of Zelda for Wii U. Fairly little is known about this upcoming Zelda title, other than it's been in development since 2013 and was expected to be released in 2015. We've also glimpsed a small amount of in-game footage, but not much more than that. The developers have announced that the game will take place in a fully connected overworld, much like the original Legend of Zelda, and will feature a cel-shaded art style and new game mechanics. It's also uncertain as to whether this game will be released only on the Wii U or also on the upcoming Nintendo NX. Only E3 will hold those answers. Number 2. Dishonored 2. Dishonored was a phenomenal game that featured a tight story, unique gameplay, and a great art style. Dishonored 2 is expected to build upon the success of the previous game with the inclusion of different playable characters and new powers. After playing as Empress Emily Caldwin during the prologue of Dishonored 2, players can then decide to play either as Emily or as Corvo, the protagonist from the previous game. Corvo and Emily will both go through the same set of missions, but from different perspectives and through different paths, so should provide an interesting direction for the sequel. Finally, at number 1, it's Battlefield 1. It seems like most FPS games are going for the distant future approach, when many fans long to throw back to trenches, stick grenades, and mustard gas. Fortunately, Battlefield 1 has come to break the mold after EA's baffling decision to make a game based on cops and robbers. Set in World War I, players can make use of a range of weapons from the time, including bolt-action rifles, artillery, and flamethrowers. We can't wait to see more details emerge at E3 of this game, and maybe even the chance to play it.
Thanks very much for watching this one, guys. If you've enjoyed the video, be sure to check out top 5 Star Wars games that we did last week. Also, we're going to E3, so if there's something that you guys want us to check out, let us know in the comments. We're going to be doing a little video about it sometime soon.